Okay, back to the MFT square. I've set up a few MFTs here. They're tied together with MFT connectors. There's the MFT square. Piece of MDF is across the MFTs, and this piece is 13 and 11/16 approximately. I believe from bracket to square, if I had to get a piece in, right around 23 inches. And this square is set at 22.5 degrees. So one MFT there. The gauge is going to be a stop, the one I'm cutting on. And normally this MFT would have a fence bolted to it. You can see the extra holes. And it actually extends all the way across the cut line, and it's bolted down there. Third one here for outfeed support. Fourth one over there. These two here are just outfeed support. They are all connected together except the far one over there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an initial cut here at 22.5 degrees. Keep shifting the piece down. I have two pieces cut the same width just because I don't believe I'll get enough pieces out of an 8-foot one. And make the cut, and then eventually flip it back over onto the square, put a stop on that side, and recut the other side. It should take 8 pieces to close the circle. So this is just to see how accurate the square is. The rail was set to the holes on the MFT using the MFT square. So as long as it's accurate, the rail should be accurate. This table is normally off about 1 to 2 thousandths in 24 inches when I cross cut. So I can really set these things up pretty accurately. So I'm going to make some cuts. I'm probably going to end up stopping this video and restarting. I'm sure you don't want to get bored just watching me make cuts. So, but I'm going to do the first few so you can see how I plan on doing this. Using TS55 connected to CT36AC. The saw's already been set because I had to rip all these pieces and cross cut them. And actually some of the cross cuts I made using the GRS square. So just verifying that we're even here, have enough hangover there. And as we go along here, I believe I misunderstood how this square should be used. For some reason, I thought that this should have actually gone onto the piece while it was on the MFT, and it slid under and the rail went to it. I believe that was just me being confused. You can't see it, but this fence on this side, actually I'll turn it. I just slid the piece over, and I know that fence is square. So we have a really good fit against that. So let me make a few cuts. Like I said, I may end up stopping the video. We'll see how this goes. I can only upload so much to YouTube. And whenever you're going up against a stop or a fence, I always tell people they need to be gentle. It doesn't always happen, just going to size these 4, and I will do the other piece the same way. And I always want to keep this side against the fence. So I'm just going to go ahead, turn it over, and I'm using the end of the square to set it. And I'm actually going to take another one of my fences, set it here. Make sure everything's tight. And now this fence here is nothing more than a stop. And again, I'm going to cut 8 pieces. I'm going to do these 4, and then I'm going to stop the video and cut the other 4. And that's just a matter of me not being able to upload a lot to YouTube at one time. Obviously, I got to flip it over to make it work. Okay, I do have a size issue, but I can take care of that here. And I'll just recut the first one. And again, as I always said, what you see is what you get with my videos. If I make a mistake, you're gonna see it. Doesn't bother me in the least bit. So, what I've done is I flipped this over and I've run the fence all the way out, made sure everything's tight. I'll recut that one. It's going to be real close there to Talisa Mallory's. And again, I'm always referencing the same side off of the MFT square. Or the same edge off the MFT square. Oh, and for the record, I hate MDF. Stop the video now. I'll cut the other 4. You can see my process. I'll get this one uploaded to YouTube and then I'll do the next one.